In the wild and wacky world of Renaissance romance and intrigue, imagine a painting that's not just a visual feast, but a comedy of errors, a canvas where scandal, love, and a touch of the bizarre collide in a way that would make even Shakespeare chuckle. Welcome to the offbeat realm of Lady with an Ermine by the one and only Leonardo da Vinci. Picture this, a 37-year-old man striking a pose like he's auditioning for a Renaissance-era romance novel cover, all the while clutching an ermine as if it's the ultimate accessory for a sophisticated lover. If this sounds like a bizarre twist in the plot of a medieval soap opera, you're not alone. Meet Ludovico Sforza, the Duke of Milan, who, for some reason, thought posing as an ermine-wielding lover was the epitome of cool. Now, this isn't your typical love story. No hearts, no roses, just a 16-year-old Cecilia Galerani caught up in a whirlwind of peculiarities. It's a tale frozen in time, not by some run-of-the-mill romance novelist, but by the one and only Leonardo da Vinci. Because when you're Leonardo, you don't just paint, you craft a masterpiece that leaves people scratching their heads for centuries. Our story begins not with a love letter, but with a cover letter straight out of a sitcom. In 1482, Florence, da Vinci, known more for his engineering prowess than his artistic finesse, sends Ludovico Sforza a resume that reads like a Renaissance LinkedIn profile gone wild. Dear Ludovico, I can design bridges, build defenses, and oh, did I mention I sculpt and paint? Call now, and I'll throw in a free set of paintbrushes. As if that wasn't bizarre enough, enter Cecilia Galerani, the unsuspecting heroine of our comedic masterpiece. Born to a non-aristocratic family in Siena, Cecilia was no ordinary damsel. She spoke fluent Latin, sang like a celestial being, and had more talents than a traveling minstrel. Sent to a Milanese convent during her teenage years, she probably thought she was escaping the chaos. Little did she know, chaos was about to knock on her convent door in the form of Ludovico Sforza. Now picture Cecilia in a Spanish-style velvet dress, draped in a one-sided bright blue cloak, adorned with black beads. Her hair intricately tied, a veil securing it to her head, she gazes over her shoulder with an alert twinkle in her eye. But here's where it gets utterly hilarious. She cradles an ermine, a snowy creature mirroring her gaze and posture. It's like the Renaissance version of a bizarre pet show. The ermine, initially thought decorative, turns out to be Ludovico Sforza's alter ego. Yes, you read that right. A duke, who probably had a kingdom to run, decided it was a great idea to be symbolized by a weasel. I mean, move over royal portraits. This is the era of quirky duke self-portraits. But wait, there's more to this Renaissance sitcom. Rumor has it, Cecilia might have been expecting a little Sforza Jr. during the painting process. Was the ermine strategically placed to hide a potential baby bump? Leonardo, the original master of reality TV twists, leaves us with a cliffhanger worthy of the juiciest medieval drama. As the painting evolves through 3 versions, it's like watching a Renaissance sitcom, with each iteration bringing a larger, more majestic ermine. Did Ludovico ask for a swole upgrade? We may never know, but we're here for the Renaissance drama, the artistic surprises, and the ermine-induced comedy that only da Vinci could deliver. The painting is a masterpiece not just in its visual splendor, but in the technique employed by Leonardo. Fumato, a method allowing tones and colors to blend seamlessly, gives life to Cecilia's expression. Sforza, eloquent in his praises, likens Cecilia to a flower, contrasting her with the pleasing little thing that was his future wife, Beatrice. Alas, love triangles are bound to unravel. Beatrice, unhappy with Cecilia's presence, pressured Ludovico into marriage, leaving Cecilia to exit the palace post-wedding. Despite this, Ludovico continued, supporting Cecilia and their son, Caesar. Cecilia's connection to the painting persisted throughout her life. Correspondence with Isabella d'Este, Beatrice's sister, sheds light on its journey. Isabella, curious, requested to borrow the portrait for comparison, and Cecilia, initially reluctant, eventually agreed. The ermine, a subtle nod to Ludovico's nickname, continues to captivate generations. In the 19th century, the painting faced an identity crisis. Gifted to Isabella's mother, it was wrongly titled La Belle Ferronière. Only later did it reclaim its true identity as the lady with an ermine. The 20th century brought more trials. World War II saw the painting caught in the crossfire between Poland and Germany, surviving with a soldier's footprint as its battle scar. Eventually, it found its way back to the Czartoryski Museum in Krakow, where it resides today, a testament to its resilience. And Cecilia, our multi-talented heroine, goes on to live her best life, marrying Ludovico da Brambilla and becoming the Renaissance version of a sitcom mom with 4 kids. Meanwhile, Ludovico Sforza faces French invaders, spending his last days in a castle dungeon. Not exactly the happily ever after he envisioned. I mean, who knew being an Ermine enthusiast came with such risks? So, there you have it. A tale of love, art, and Ermine-induced identity crises, told with a comedic twist that Da Vinci himself would probably appreciate. The Lady with an Ermine stands not just as a Renaissance masterpiece, but as a timeless sitcom episode that leaves us wondering, what on earth were they thinking back then?